What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Hard Facts, back like Craig Mack, kicking that brand new flavor in your ear. As always, I appreciate y'all tuning in, and as always, I'ma ask that you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So in this episode, I'm probably late to the party, but we gonna take a look at this Queen of Kings video where she airing out the dirty laundry, letting the cat out the bag, the skeletons in the closet, all of that shit about what's going on in the household with the finances between her and her husband. So I got all kinds of fucking comments on this, but let's take a look at it.
Baby girl, you something special, you my little angel. I love how you love God and you getting paid. You and your pretty girl vibes, you ain't nothing basic.
Let's not pretend that I'm the one that paid the down deposit on our house. Let's not pretend that I'm not the one that paid for the Range Rover. Let's not pretend that I'm the one that paid for this whole fucking life that we live. Let's not pretend that. Let's not pretend. Let's not pretend. Oh, okay. Let's not pretend. Let's just be very, very real. You told me to put it on live, so I put it on live. So, and then you want to start talking about a glass of wine, and then you want to start saying, oh, are you not going to talk? After I was just sitting here silent before we even got on live. I've been not talking. I've been not talking. I've been not talking. So what are you talking about? Oh, okay.
Look, there's so much that I have to say about this, because there's a lot of this relationship shit going around with the black women and the white men on social media. A lot of y'all black women is doing this. A lot of y'all posting shit about it, so on and so forth. So there's so much that I gotta say about it, because there's a lot going on with it, but then there's a lot that could be said to it that puts the shit in logical perspective that y'all women don't want to hear. The ones of y'all doing it, y'all don't want to hear it, and y'all not going to agree with it, but it's logic coming from a male's point of view with the overstanding that a man has on fucking shit like we do. Men, we overstand shit, especially smart men. We just overstand shit about life. We know what the fuck we looking at when we looking at it. And there's several variables here that you looking at. One, he quiet. So that would suggest that what she's saying is true, because she going in on this shit. He just being quiet. And he asked her to go live. If he had any ammo, that was his time to spit. So you was capping, my man, when you was asking her to go live off camera. Two, black women have been doing this in recent years because, as the saying goes, y'all think the white man's ice is colder. If you don't understand what that means, pause the video, think about that. So where black women is applying that to situations like this, you don't like the way that something has gone with the black man in dating, whether the way he talked to you, whether the way he cheated on you, whether the way he did this, whether the way, whatever the fuck, any of the disagreements and grievances is the word, whatever the fucking grievances are that you have, you think you're gonna go over to the white man and it's gonna be done different. And in this situation, when you get over there, it's the same with him as it was with any black man you had a grievance with. You gotta pay the motherfucking bills. You gotta foot the bill. The same as any black man that you chose that was a bum. So you think you're gonna do something different and get into the relationship with a white guy, and then come to find out he ain't earning like you was hoping that he would. Maybe he ain't that guy. Maybe he ain't got the education, or maybe shit ain't going right with the few businesses or companies that he tried to build, or something or another. He ain't earning like some other white man who you was probably holding him to a mirror of. And on that same note, you think they not gonna cheat on you, you think they gonna talk to you better and this, that, and it's not gonna happen. Just because we black people think of white people as soft spoken, and we see them being soft spoken when they deal with each other, we not in their households, and we not even in their culture and their community. So y'all dumbasses losing sight of that motherfucker talking to his white woman with the same aggression and the same disrespect to some degree in certain situations as a black man is doing with a black woman. Sometimes his white woman is a bitch to him, and so on and so forth, and this, that, and the third, and they cheat too. And white men cheat a lot. They be married and cheat a fucking lot. So y'all, it's confusing the soft-spoken presentation that white people give as how things are actually going to go in your relationship with that white man. So that was the third point. The fourth point, or a fourth point, could be you as a black woman thinking that the man who you with is going to change your attitude and change your aggression. You're thinking, again, the grass is greener, the ice is colder. And from the beginning of this video, whether she presents herself like this often or not, she did it in this video. She the one with all the mouth and all the attitude and all the sass. And he's sitting back doing what he probably normally do, which is be quiet, because his goofy ass be doing all the shit that she be asking him to do on these social media videos, like holding her up in the air, spreading her legs open so her pussy is all exposed to the camera. His goofy ass doing all this shit to her command. So what I see is what I highly think of him and confidently think of him is he's that quiet motherfucker. But yet she's still that loud mouth, aggressive ass woman talking back, being snappy and smart aleck and smart at the fucking mouth, a smart ass. So that's what point number 4. Y'all think the man is going to change you because y'all like to say that. Bring me a certain kind of man, and then I'll be submissive and act feminine. No, the fuck you not, because you got to be that first. You got to be that first, and regardless of what men do to you on your journeys through dating and marriage and whatever, you still gonna be feminine. You ain't gonna deviate from that if you feminine and submissive for real. If anything, your feelings gonna be hurt, your heart gonna be broke because of shit that happened. And who's to say, depending on what happened, if it's real bad, if it was a life and death situation, you probably was pushed to the point of offing somebody, or unaliving somebody. That still don't make you a smart aleck, smart at the mouth, sassy ass, fucking smart mouth motherfucker. Just because you killed somebody, if the situation was pushed all the way to that crazy of a circumstance. If you are feminine from the get-go and submissive from the get-go because you was taught that from your culture, then that is what you will be throughout your travels of relationships with men. So that video right there, in my opinion, showed that for y'all black women doing this, it's not the man. The man can make you who you are, but he's not going to make you a better person if you're already a terrible person. Because remember, y'all want to be respected and accepted as adults from the age of 18. In Western countries and societies, y'all women running around from the age of 18 like y'all know every fucking thing. And y'all want to be respected and accepted as adults from that point. So y'all develop that mindset of, well, motherfucker can't tell me shit. Motherfucker can't tell me shit. I'm going to do things my way because I'm of age and motherfucker can't do shit about it. So with that mindset, if you grew up in a shitty household, if you grew up from shitty development and you just a shitty person and you don't know how to speak to people and you don't know how to be submissive and you don't know how to be feminine, that's who the fuck you gonna be. A good man can't change that. Only thing that's gonna happen is you gonna ruin a good man. That's the only fucking thing that's gonna happen. Is it possible that he can make you better and he can change that? Yeah. At to the risk of his demise. At the risk of his demise, he can change you. And if it don't work, then there goes his demise. He just failed. And it ruined everything about him taking on that challenge. But should he succeed at that challenge, you better believe that he risked and lost a lot. And where that happened, it only happened because he loved you that motherfucking much for whatever reason. He had to love your stinking ass panties for whatever reason. For a good man to go through that gauntlet and still come out on the successful end with you and him still together. Otherwise, and that being the cases that don't happen, majority of that shit don't happen because the man more than likely gets destroyed. But otherwise, if it ain't that, a good man is not gonna make you better. You are who you are. And this video was an example of that. Regardless of what I see about her in other videos, bitch, you just told on yourself. We know who you are. You're a smart mouth ass, aggressive ass, masculine black woman. And that's not to say that all black women are like that, or that's what I think about all black women. But that is the culture and the indoctrination that y'all have been raised with, and that our society has allowed y'all to be raised with. And in 2024, we telling y'all women that we men want to take back control so that y'all will stop being raised like that. The girls and the boys, we men need to take back control, be the head of the family. The future women won't be raised that way because they will have a culture that has taught them an understanding for how to interact with men. And you women need to get on board with that, which means y'all need to fall the fuck back. You need to fall the fuck back, dial all that shit back, and be submissive and be feminine and be cooperative to the degree that we men need y'all to be. But until then, the sins of our fathers who didn't raise us right, we men of current time will always be blamed for that. We will always be blamed for that because right now our women ain't right. Again, as I said, our culture has raised y'all to be fucking aggressive, and that's a whole nother video in itself of where that comes from. But since that was the case and is the case, and it is the sins of our forefathers, we men of today, the sons of those men, we are the sons of them, we will always be blamed for it. And if it don't get fixed, our sons will be blamed for it. So in current times where we are telling you women that we want to take control, y'all need to follow suit. And that's the only way that it's going to be fixed. But as always, I appreciate y'all tuning in. And as always, like I said in the beginning, like the video, subscribe to this channel. And until next time, y'all be easy.